So I guess me and Dee have decided that this week's footage, we are going to swap it. And so we are going to edit each other. So hopefully that works out. Just played some PUBG with Dee, Vanessa. Apparently Dee couldn't handle us for some reason. I don't know why. We weren't acting any different. Last night she spent about 10 minutes screaming rap lyrics into our ears.
I wanna eat your dick.
And making us listen to ourselves echo through speakers over and over again. So I don't know what she's talking about not being able to handle us. That's nothing compared to that experience. Also, do the neighbors like watch me through the window at night talking into my camera and see me doing this out there? And they're like, what goes on in that person's room? What are they doing? It's 3 p.m. and I'm just now getting breakfast, which is a breakfast burrito. And I have also gotten my coffee from Black Rock. I'm gonna head home and enjoy my spoils. I'm still continuing to try to find gay podcasts, gay musicians, gay everything, because we just don't have enough content. And it's a struggle. So here we are, Gay Pride Month, which reminds me that I need to fix my flag. It is Pride Month, it is June, and June has just arrived. So that doesn't mean anything different for my life. My gay pride flag has fallen. Look at who got an Amazon package. Let's open this. I got my 4 gigabyte hard drive that I'll start working on. I got the blue Snowball microphone, which should be plug and play, so it should make my life less stressful. And along with the microphone, I got the pop guard, because you just cannot have a microphone without a pop guard. Here is the classic breakfast burrito with green sauce. Mr. Walsh is extremely hairy. Everywhere. Is anybody into that? Season 2 of 90210 starts out with the iconic beginning and theme song that I remember the show for. So much solo. The episode where Brenda thinks she might be pregnant.
Brenda, are you alright? I think so. What color is it supposed to be again?
Blue for positive, red for negative.
It's green.
Did you know that when I was like 15, I took a home pregnancy test given to me by my mother? Because it all goes back to, I'm pretty sure she was tapping the phone lines because she knew everything that was going on in my life. The story is that I had a boyfriend, like 14, 15 years old, and yes, of course we used protection, because it was drilled into me in the 90s that if you have sex, you are definitely going to get pregnant or you're going to get AIDS if you do it without protection. I had a boyfriend. We did whatever. Then I didn't get my period at some point, which now that I'm 38 is not unusual. After having multiple periods, it's not unusual for me to not be regular. I think I probably talked to my friend on the phone about it. Remember, we had landlines. The landlines went all through the house. And I told my best friend about it, who I was in love with. Side note, in love with the best friend. She was like, you need to take a test, blah, 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 whatever. And so one day I was just sitting in the living room with my mom watching TV. We were alone. And I think I was trying to gear up towards telling her. And I was starting to get upset, but I hadn't said what was going on yet. And she's like, what's going on? Do you think you're pregnant? And I was like, yes, like crying. And she's like, okay, I happen to have a test right upstairs. We can go do this now. And I was just like, what? I swear to God, my mother was tapping the phone lines. She knew everything. The only way I communicated anything about what was going on in my life was through the phone to my friends, or like in person with my friends. So we go upstairs, and I was first just like, why do you have a pregnancy test? So I just thought, you know, maybe she had a scare and thought that she was going to get pregnant, which I think maybe she said was the thing, is that she thought she might have been pregnant, and so she just had this extra test laying around. So we do the test, and it's fine. I am not pregnant. And then my period comes later, and that was the time that Amy took a home pregnancy test with her mother when she was a teenager.
Blue for positive, red for negative.
It's green.
So the thing is that that scene reminds me of Vanessa taking her test yesterday. As we all know she did. She took her little test, and she said the results were inconclusive. But let me tell you, later that night she told me what the directions said to do, and then what she actually did. And I was like, you did not take that test right. As she laughed and laughed as though she had a contact high. It's like, you need to take this again, because you didn't do it right. Step 1, pee into a cup. Did Vanessa pee into a cup? No, she did not. Step 2, soak the strip into the cup for a specified amount of time. Did Vanessa do that? No. So basically, I think what's going on there is she just put this little strip in her stream as she cried a river into the toilet, and got an inconclusive result.
Uh-huh. Divine, David. Simply divine.
The time that David and
No, we haven't
Donna
been quite so
gender
good in
swapped
tights.
their roles.
You went for the easy laugh. Well, next time, do it straight.
Sunday breakfast, leftover breakfast burrito.
You know, you didn't have to cover for me back there.
Hey, it's cool. I'm not the kind of girl to kiss and tell.
I never slept with a girl before.
So you're a virgin. It's no big deal.
So, I'm really shocked that in 1991, there is a gay character coming out on TV.
I don't get it. Look, Kel,
They went on a date.
I've never slept with a girl before. And I don't know if I want to.
They didn't sleep together.
You mean you're gay?
No,
He's so gay.
I don't know, Kel. I just know that I wish I would have been attracted to you. My life would be a lot less confusing right now.
1991 coming out story.
Look, I don't want anybody to know about this, alright?
Just over here watching Dee's vlog and her part about aging and feeling young inside but old on the outside and not able to do things just brought up all my aging anxiety. So thank you, Dee, for that on this lovely Sunday afternoon. I was just relaxing, but now I have extreme anxiety. So last night I started to transfer my CDs onto my hard drives. And then I stepped on a chip from breakfast. Okay then. Now I have extreme anxiety. So I've got these spindles of CDs. This one's here, you can see another one back there. They all have hundreds of songs on each CD. It's my lifetime collection of music. There's some more CDs. Anyway, I got this hard drive. It's got about 5 gigabytes. I probably have about 1 million more to go. Now I have extreme anxiety. But that was my evening. About to take a shower. And I'm like, I've got some extra time. I should get on this exercise bike / coat hanger. Coat holder. But then I'm like, nah. Now I have extreme anxiety. It's hard to get back into it. I've spent this entire month basically in bed and feeling miserable. The month of May, anyway. My steps are so low. I just wanted you guys to know that I am classy. When you need
Definitely adds a graceful touch. Yes.
when you're not used to smoking. This is what I learned today, which is not exactly easy on the hands. You know, something like that. Apparently that person wanted to make out with my car. 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Sunday, day off. And it's been one of those days where I can't figure out what to do with myself, but I won't let myself like relax and do nothing because I feel like I need to be doing something, but I can't figure out what to do. So instead, my hours are just, you know, wasting away. I'm gonna go get some Chinese food because I've been really craving some Chinese food. And then I am probably just gonna smoke because what else are you gonna do? Like when you can't figure out what to do with your day, it's like, all right, let me just smoke and see what happens. So my car is so small that it's kind of like a regular occurrence that I am trying to find my car in a parking lot. And I can't find it because it's just like, it's hidden by all the cars parked around it, and then I panic, and I'm like, somebody stole my car. Now I have extreme anxiety. And then eventually I find my car, and like, it was just hidden. So that's like just a regular part of my life, having a smart car. This is my nightmare.
Oh, God. What? I think I broke a tooth.
Well, and how are the ladies who lunch?
Terrible.
Why, what's wrong?
Oh, I just broke a cap on a chicken bone.
Excuse me for a second.
And then
Let me see that.
a random dude comes out of nowhere and is like,
I'm the third best oral surgeon in Los Angeles.
and I was gonna have a smoke break this week, but after today, I don't think that's gonna happen today. We're gonna have to start that tomorrow. So I got myself some orange pop because I haven't had that in a while. I got myself a fat chocolate cupcake because it is PMS week. And all I want to do right now is just record the story of the coworker email situation that happened today so that we have like a record of this happening.
So,
we all walk into work today and we get a mass email from our coworker who is a white guy, probably in his 30s. He's a skinny guy. He's all pretty much all gray. He's always been kind of quiet, polite, you know, like the kind of person that you don't really think too much about. They're just like over there doing their job. Everything's fine, whatever. You know, there's nothing like out of the ordinary that you would think about him. So we all come into a mass email that he sent to the entire office where he trashed everybody in the office. So he said every single person's name and why he thinks that they are trash. The thing is that he does daily emails when he comes in to like do roll call to say like who's here and who's not going to be here. So he called the email roll call and then listed all of us, but then trashed all of us. In the section where he listed me and two other guys, he said that tomorrow they will come into work and do some work. The work they were paid to do. At least there are some honest employees willing to work. And I don't really know how to take that because it kind of feels like a backhanded compliment. Like they will come in and do some work. Like, does he think we're not doing enough work? I don't really understand. Or does he think we're doing just enough work, the work we were paid to do? And it's more of a reflection on how he feels about his own position? I don't know. But when he got to the part where he described himself, because the other employees, he totally trashed. He was like, blah, blah, blahs, this and that, and this is why they're bad. Because mine was very tame, like my description. But he described himself, and he said, I am the receptionist bitch of the office. And I am now being told to do things I was never hired to do. Something like that. So clearly he has a problem with being in sales, okay? And not tech support. But instead of like talking to anybody about it, he writes that email to us, and then he doesn't show up the next day. So I was like, okay, that was clearly his email where he quit. And I don't know how Dee is gonna edit this, because I just want to like read the email to you, but I'm driving, so I can't read the email to you. And I was just like, that's quite a way to go out. And I'm leaving work, and then I talked to like another coworker who had earlier said that the guy seems like he probably has a drinking problem. It's been kind of heard around the office that maybe he has a drinking problem. And so I'm leaving, and he's like, so he's coming back to work tomorrow. He was just drunk. According to the boss, he was just drunk and he's coming back. And I was just like, are you kidding me? That is like something you don't get to come back from. Like, he trashed just about everybody in the office. It's like, what is happening? And apparently he did this to the boss before, but like less severe. So that's the thing. I don't know, whatever, that's that. Now I have extreme anxiety. I'm driving home and I'm super irritated because I had so many calls today that were so long. And my last call was almost 2 hours. Special case person that I don't ever want to deal with again, because it took her at least 45 minutes to find one setting in an app on her phone, and it's ridiculous. And I'm irritated, so I got a burrito, and I'm gonna drink some orange pop, and I'm gonna go to bed and watch Beverly Hills 90210, because I'm irritated. In other news, you know that feeling when you're like watching a TV show and then like there's a lot of seasons, and so it starts to feel like they're your family, and then when it ends, you feel like you've lost a part of yourself, and you kind of go into like a semi-depression because you've like lost all of your family and friends. Well, I feel like with 90210, that's going to happen to me like super hardcore, because there are 300 episodes. This will be the most amount of time I have spent on a show ever if I can actually make it through all 10 seasons. That's where my life is at, is when a podcast ends or a TV show ends, I'm like, oh, I lost all my friends and family. Now I have extreme anxiety. Welcome. I had to fix my flag.
My gay pride flag has fallen.
It had fallen, and it's Pride Month, so we can't have that. I'm gonna try some Flonase again, so this should be interesting. The last time you saw me on that video doing it was the last time that I did it, because I started to feel better, and I was like, I think that my issue was just that I had a sinus infection, and that I was totally fine for however long it's been. What?
7, 10 days, 2 weeks, I don't know, but here we go.
Because my allergies have come back. Not anything like before. I don't feel like I have a sinus infection. I just have regular allergies, where I'm a little stuffy. I don't like this. This is horrifying to me. I just like to do one squirt in each side, because I'm not a fan of taking medicine. When I was taking this, I felt this weird smell in my nose, like 24/7. So I don't know if it was the sinus infection or this, but I'm gonna find out. And I sprayed it just about in my eye. So I'm gonna have to clean my eye out right now. That's like the main thing it says on the bottle.
Do not spray in your eye.
I drive a lot and scream about traffic.
Now I have extreme anxiety.